y'all. How you doing this morning? Danna here again. I've got a cooking adventure I'm going to go on today, and y'all can join me if you want to. You might even decide to cook this yourself. But anyway, guess what it is? It's beef liver. Yep, I said beef liver. You ever had beef liver before? Well, listen, I have not. So this is going to be an adventure for me and my family. So I was drinking my coffee this morning knowing I had some beef liver that was thawing in the refrigerator, and I thought, what am I going to do? So you know what? I pulled out my trusty cookbooks. I have a cookbook collection, as you know. I love cookbooks. I have new cookbooks. I have old cookbooks. I don't even know how many I've got. I've got a bunch. I love them. Don't throw them out, people. Throw them my way if you've got a cookbook you don't want. But let me tell you something. I just love reading them, and I will get in there and I'll read and read. And it is so interesting to see through the different years how people were cooking, what they were cooking, and how they did it. I have a book from a long time ago when they used cook stoves, and it is so interesting to read how they did that, because you know, people, you couldn't just turn on an eye. You had to build a fire and all that kind of stuff. So, and then I have some from the 1800s. I have some from plenty from the 1900s, and I read back through there and I can see what folks were eating. And up until recently, all of them had recipes for beef liver. So I thought, you know, I'm going to get some beef liver and I'm going to try some of them. And y'all know my background is in science. I was a former biology teacher, and I love kind of experimenting, and I do that in the kitchen as well. I experiment with things to see what's good and what's not good, etc. And so what I did this morning was pull out some of my different cookbooks that had recipes for different liver dishes, and I thought I would look at it. So I'm going to go through a few of my cookbooks and tell you how old they are. This one right here, the Fannie Farmer cookbook, it is a reprint. Okay, this cookbook was originally printed in 1896. So this right here, of course, is a reprint that's come down through the years, but I found this and I love it. There's all kind of recipes in here. Look how thick it is. I know it, good stuff. But anyway, there's a bunch of liver recipes. Well, actually, there's a few liver recipes in here. So see, they were eating liver back in the 1800s. Of course, as we know, they didn't let anything go to waste. This book right here is called Helen Corbett's Cookbook, and this was in 1957. So she's got some good liver recipes in here. And this right here is the Emily Post Cookbook, which was published in 1951. And so she's got some things about liver. Let's see, who else have I got? The New York Times Cookbook. This was published in 1961. So people were still eating liver then. And this one right here was published in 1922. This one has the most variety of recipes for liver in it, and a bunch of other good recipes too. So I love it when I get on a kick and decide, oh, I'm going to cook something new, something I haven't cooked before. So this is what I'm doing now. But one of the first things, I didn't tell you one of my books because I laid it over here to the side. This is called Jasper White's Cooking from New England, and this right here was published in 1989. But this is the book that's going to tell me what to do with this liver, because I know if you're like me, you're thinking, ooh, liver. But you know, I like chicken liver, so why wouldn't I like this liver? Well, this fella tells us that we want to put a sweet taste into the liver. So what we're going to do is soak it in milk. So it's in the morning here, and I'm going to pull out my liver, which if you can see, it's right here. Isn't that pretty? We shouldn't be poo-pooing liver. I mean, I think it's going to taste good, but we'll see, because I'm going to let you know how we like it. So what I'm going to do right now, I've let it thaw, and I've washed my liver here, my beef liver, and now I'm going to put it in milk. That's what I'm going to do. It's going to soak throughout the day, and then here's the liver. Yum, yum. We hope we like it. If we don't, we'll eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. But anyway, here we go. We're putting this liver right down in the milk. And instead of brining it, we're putting it in milk, because they say it will make your liver taste sweeter if you put it in milk. And see, y'all, when you're thawing liver, it's going to release a lot of blood. And so don't let that scare you. All you got to do is pour it down the drain and clean your sink good. But this is what it's going to look like when you're, now don't get scared. This is what it's going to look like when you're thawing it. And see, the liver, you need to put it in a container so the blood can drain out of it. And you want it to drain out of it, because if it doesn't, it's going to taste real livery and, you know, strong liver taste. So we're going to soak ours in milk all day long, and then tonight I'm going to cook it, and we're going to see if we love liver or if we're like, ew, liver. So we'll see what happens, and y'all just stay tuned, okay? Bye. Hey y'all, I'm back. I've got everything set up over here, and I've wallowed this camera around enough where I think you can see what I'm cooking. And if you'll notice, I have my liver, my flour over there, my pan getting hot right here, so I'll be doing that. And then in this pan, remember, I'm going to make the kale, kale, Brussels sprouts, green cabbage. I'm sauteing that up. So I have, let me get a pot holder. I have olive oil, about a tablespoon or two in there in my skillet, and I'm going to pour this in and get this started, because that's what I want to eat with the liver, you know. And I'm not putting too much spices in here. I'm just doing salt and pepper because I don't know how strong that's going to be, and I don't want something overpowering on both dishes. So I'm going to pour this in there. Ooh, Nelly. Oh yeah, that's what I like to hear. And I'm going to start stirring this around in the oil. Y'all, this stuff tastes good. This sauteed vegetables. You got cabbage, all kind of stuff. And this is just a salad. You know, a pack of salad greens that you get out of there. And you don't have to make a salad out of it if you decide you want Brussels sprouts cooked. I like Brussels sprouts. My husband likes it. My kids like it. Oops. Some of them got out of the pan. But anyway, this is how I do. Let me get some salt. Get some pepper. Had to run away a minute, so let me just get that in there. And sometimes I do my pepper like this, just so it doesn't get all in one spot. And then put my salt in. Now I'm just going to do what I do. Y'all know I flip the lid open. There we go. All right, we got that in there. Now listen, I'm going to cook this and let it go. Put the lid on it. Oh, that looks so good. I hope y'all can see what's in this pan. It looks so yummy. Let me hold it up there. Look at that. Okay, so what I've got it started now. All right, what I'm going to do now is put the lid on it and let it go. Now over here, I'm getting my pan ready for the liver. First of all, we're going to melt our butter. And I don't normally cook in butter, but every pan I've looked at says you need to cook in butter. So I'm going to get some butter, and I'm going to get it in there melting. Okay. So my butter's melting, and we're fixing to get that melted, stir it around, and we're going to dredge this stuff and get it in there. And that is smelling delicious. Now, you know, if I were wanting a little spice in here, I would add a little pinch of cayenne pepper, because I'm a spicy girl. And I would also add a little bit of garlic powder. But I'm not doing that today. I'm just doing salt and pepper, because that's good that way too, because I don't know how strong this liver's going to be. All right, let's stir this again. That's good. See, I like it like this, a little crunchy, hot. So what I'm going to do is turn this off and let it sit in my hot cast iron skillet. It's going to sit in my hot cast iron skillet, and it's going to be just right when I get this done. Hey y'all, I'm back, and I'm just about ready to put the liver in, but I wanted to show you one thing real quick. Remember, I've got all these cookbooks out, and one thing I decided to do was to look and see how they cooked them. And we don't want them cooking too long, remember. And also, this says, what did they do before they had thermometers? Well, this one that was done in the 1800s says, heat the butter and oil in the skillet until it's foaming, and then add the liver and cook for a minute to a minute and a half. So that's what we're going to do per side and then take it out. So I just wanted to tell you that right quick so you would know this part of the cooking process I'm using from the Fannie Farmer cookbook. Anyway, see you in a sec. Okay, I'm about to put them in, and I will lean the camera over and let you look at it shortly. So I'm going to be busy, but just tell me what you've been doing. All righty? And I'll keep dredging this stuff. You know, sometimes when I'm getting ready to cook and I don't know if my oil's hot enough, what I'll do is just get a little piece like this, a little bitty piece, do everything it says and put it in there and see how it goes. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Okay, it's frying. It's frying. Can you hear it? So I'm putting all this liver in here. So I will let these go. And I'm going to lean you over and show you what they look like in my big cast iron skillet. Remember, this is my big old skillet that I just love. It's ginormous, and it cooks a lot. But there we go. And as you can see, it's just like when you cook other meat. You can see some of the juices cooking out. But anyway, we're going to cook these about a minute and a half per side. Turn them over and get them out in just a second. All right, see you in a jiffy. It's about time to flip those. So I'm going to see the best way to flip them. Let's try one of these things right here. If this doesn't work, we'll grab something else. Well, they're firmer than they were. Whoops! I touched the side of the pan. Yowzer, that hurt. All right. That is not working. Let me get a regular flipper. All right. Ooh, it's slick. Oh, look how dark it is. Look how pretty that is. I don't know if we're going to like the taste of it, but it's making a pretty presentation, isn't it? Yeah, baby. Look at that. Ooh, it's hot. Okay, we got about another minute and a half on this side, and then we'll put the rest of it in. Boy, is Daddy going to be surprised when he gets home from the farm. Okay, we'll be right back. We've pulled these out. And now we're going to add these in. Here we go. I had to put a little more butter in it. Ooh, that sounds good. It smells really good. I hope we like it. All right. This is the last one. Okay, there they are, sitting pretty in there. Sitting real pretty. We're going to let them cook for a while, and we'll take them out soon. Meanwhile, let's look over here. Let's look over here and see how the greens are doing. Oh, those look so good. They're going to go really well with this. All right, we're just letting them go. See you back when they're ready to turn. Okay, folks, it's time to turn them, to flip them over. It's looking good so far. Some darker pieces from that earlier flour. We'll see how that turns out. You know, they say to make gravy out of the pan drippings, but I don't know if I'm there yet. We got to determine if we're going to like it or not. Okay. All right. All right. We're still going. Here it is, beef liver and my beautiful kale Brussels sprouts that was cooked up in my beautiful cast iron pot. Now we're going to taste it before everybody gets home and comes in to eat. We'll see what we're in for. Anyway, y'all just give me a second. Wish me luck. I'm going in. Beef liver, baby. Do we like it or not? Oh, it looks kind of like a steak. See? Kind of like a steak on the inside. That's a pretty big bite for a little gal like me. Let me just taste it and see. That's good. That's really good. It does have a little bit of sweet flavor. It's not tough at all. It's not livery either. It's a really good piece of meat. It does have a little different texture, but I like it. Let me try these that I cooked with it. Oh, those are good. I like it, people. I like it. Okay. This is what this piece looks like on the inside. Let's try this one. Oh, that's good. Let me get another bite. This one's a little more done. So we'll see if this one's as good. It's delicious. Why have we not been eating this? Y'all, this is good. And just think how healthy I'm gonna be after I get through eating all this beef liver and kale and Brussels sprouts and all that. I'll be so healthy, y'all won't know what to do with me. Well, anyway, what do I think about this beef liver? I'm ready for another piece. Yay, beef liver. Well, y'all have a good day. Love y'all. Join me in the kitchen next time and we'll have some fun. I've got some more beef liver to eat. See you later.